How's it going, world? JGamer76 here, back with another video. Today we're playing EU4 once again. Last time we left off, we had started colonizing the US, or Favonia as we're calling it here, and Canada. Off screen I colonized a bit more land, properly creating the colonial nation of Angevin, Canada. And another thing I've done off screen is I've decided that I'm going to make the proper culture of the empire be English instead of Angevin. The reason being is because even though a decent amount of population would realistically be French, I feel as though in this timeline the English specifically would be the ruling class sort of, and being the ones in charge, so it'd be their language instead of French. And because the game decided to put Angevin in the French culture group, I decided to off screen I'll swap it over, but other than that, nothing really much has changed culture wise, so I have also swapped over Favonia and Canada to English as well, but we'll still be calling the nation Angevin, as well as the Angevin Empire and the rest of the colonies, so Angevin such and such. So with that out of the way, let's continue. So as you can see, currently colonizing Wyoming Valley down there, as well as these provinces up this way. The reason being is because the reason I'm colonizing this area specifically, and so like thinking of trying to connect the land from here to up there, as I want to connect these lands and sort of properly establish the Favonian and Canadian borders. And since this area of Maine up here would be one of the main areas that happens, I'll do it here. And so yeah. So what this province here is going to finish colonizing soon. Go. Sorry about that, I just forgot that I just realized that I didn't have the sound on. So I've fixed that now. Alright. So the province is colonized. Yeah, we can send a colonist up this way. And so yeah, well, the colonies now have English as a primary culture, and their cultures and their capitals have been converted over. It'll still be up to the cities themselves, or the colonies themselves, to swap over. And St. John is finished as well. Also, the colonists still working down there as well. Then main plan is I just want to get the Greater New England area, I guess you could call it, here fully cold or fully under control. I want to res up. Time to teach them a lesson. Alright. Yes, probably good to continue work down this way. See, end of Pennsylvania, end of Canada, now touching up that way. And so let me check this sort of Mohawk here. They'd have 98 troops at 34 currently. There's old Mohawk there. Dibanaki up there. Lenape there. Malset. Penobscot. And a Wampanoag. Alright, right there. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna attack this guy now. Oh man. Let me check with my boats. I believe the heavy ships are the ones that are good for battles and stuff, so I'll try to quickly send those guys over here to blockade their coast. Right, there we go. Right, Wyoming Valley is finished. Hold on. Yeah, Oneida had land down here as well? Damn. I got all my colonies for making that. Alright, Alright, I'm gonna force culture on them. Because I primarily want them to be English, not American. I'm getting overdue Lenape just currently. Alright, we gotta dominate trade. And we need 5 provinces across 3 different trade company regions, each down on the same continent as your capital. So that's probably going to be Africa and Asia. Alright, the siege of Macau is finished. I also take this person's money. I will have them do that as well. Alright, well that's a lot of money. Fool. Alright, I'm gonna wait a little bit till I can get the build a treasury first. Alright, there we go. And now we'll embrace the Renaissance. Alright, the game crashed. Not sure why, but we are back now. And unfortunately we don't have the Buddha treasury anymore. But even then, well, we can still dominate trade, so that's something. But even though it is unfortunate, we'll carry on. Alright. Well, yeah, we're now colonizing Baltimore. We'll send our troops to go start sieging down this land. Alright, good. I thought the game was about to crash there for a second. I was transferred to Favania. Okay, we can embrace or re-embrace the Renaissance now, but still gonna wait a bit. Alright, yeah, I think I'll accept this peace, yeah, because that's a pretty good deal. Well, it could have probably gone on for a bit longer and conquered more. I'd prefer to take the victory now. And plus we managed to expand Favania down south a decent bit as well, so that's something. Yeah, well, that colony there's gonna finish soon, so that's good. Okay, Italy's claiming my land, which is unfortunate. Yeah, we're fine. I'll enforce peace. I do wish sometimes they would say no to when I try to enforce the peace against them. I will start colonizing this land here. Alright, Anglo, Angevin, Canada. Trying to do some colonization of their own as well, that's good. Yep, and since I can't enforce culture, that means they both study English, which is good. Hold on. Susquehannock. Where? Let's see what they are. Alright, these ones, let's see, okay, so they're in the same federation as Oneida, Onondaga, and Seneca. Alright, and we'll... I guess might as well take the opportunity when we have it. We gotta wait a few days for it to actually show up, or... For some reason, even though we have, says we have the Casus Belli, it's not allowing us to, it's not showing up here for some reason. Bit annoying. Tobique has finished colonizing, that's good. Start colonizing the land north of it. Then I will, I guess, yeah, might as well. Okay, because I have a truce with one of our vassals. Or with Vania. That's unfortunate, we're gonna have to let that Casus Belli go. Alright, that's our 2 colonies are gonna finish soon. Alright, Casco up there's finished. Next I'll send a colonist there. So, alright. Alright. That's very good. Alright, and let's wait until June. And now let's embrace the Renaissance. Alright, that's good. I'll quickly take a save just in case. There we go. Once again, the line-uppers went there. As thankfully now we can sort of box them in. Okay, I guess we'll break the embargo. I'll re-rival Tourette's. Wampanoag, Abenaki, nothing. So they have 37 troops currently. So we're going to finally start upping our troops here again. And in case you, well, in case I didn't say it in the last episode, the plan, I guess you could call it, of what I do for like deciding how many of each troops is, since there needs to be more than 50, like with the cavalry, has to be less than half of the amount of longbow of each unit. Third, like every, I'll try to make it so like a third of it is cavalry. Well, I guess for this I'll go for, yeah, I guess I'll go for this guy since I already have a large enough colonial range. So, one too many cavalry, so with the rest. As well, I guess in this case with the leftover cavalries will probably guess we could start making another army out this way. Yeah, I'll start forming another army over in St. John There we go. Alright, that should be enough. Let's hope the Anape decide to make a smart decision and move further away from my land. Okay, so they've formed the Iroquois now. Alright, so I think about time to declare the war. I'll put the boats out to siege or to block their one port there. And thankfully the colonial nations are helping out. Let's get them a general. Right, let's liberate New Haven. There we go. Looks like conquering this land up north again. Or sieging it down. Alright. Split off half the troops to go deal with that. Oh, that's not good. Alright, so he's open. Let me see something. Alright, so it seems unfortunately I can't give them control of the army. Alright, so I'll do that for now. Finally, that's been sieged down. I'll send these troops up north to try to unsiege that land. Right, that goes to Canada. Thankfully, there's a res up there. Did the worst possible time for them. And we'll liberate Newfoundland, and then hopefully end the war after that. Once again, the natives for some reason have very bad timing of choosing when to uprise. Alright, Alright, so it's best with it if I negotiate with them each individually. Alright, so they're willing to give up the land there. Though they're not going to exist after this, so let's give up claims in Canada. Good. Show these people now. Give claims in Favonia. Okay, I don't know how I wind up to go, but alright. I guess I'll start colonizing up this fight to help out Canada a bit. Let's try to attack these troops directly. There we go, and we fully wiped them out. I don't know, man. I guess might as well some of the armies from up there down to help siege it. I'll go find annex migratory tribe this time. Yep, thankfully it did go straight to Canada. Let's see who else we war with currently. Let's try the Mohawk again. So they're still saying no. Yeah, we'll guess we could try with this with these guys down here. We'll annex them. Take all their money. Yep, anyways. Dangivan or the Right, let's do it. There we go. Alright, and we check some guy, yep. And so with that, I'll be ending this episode here, so thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.